If I had the bread, I would live in wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. I wanna be rich, I'm too legit. I'm fully equipped to get that bitch. I'm with the shits, I'm dedicated. I grind so hard to get my chips. I'm like LeBron, I want 4 rings. When you're on my team, it's guaranteed. I work so hard to be a king. I got no crown, I got no ring. I want to change the fucking game so that my kid don't live in vain. Erase the pain, let me explain. Pay off my debts, buy me a plane. Secure a house in East LA. Going on tour from place to place. Torching leeches about my face. Never forget to say my grace. As long as I stay in place, I am a king in my own way. I'm grinding now to take that cake. I wanna be rich to change the game. I wanna be rich to live with fame. I will be a legend just one day. I wrote this song to rest my case. I wanna be a god like Kanye. I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I had left on earth. I hope my mama never had to put me in the dirt. I'm contemplating getting a couple bitches, have them in the fucking kitchen and they cooking up that word. You think I'm tripping, but I am so disturbed. I'm fucking twisted, I'm so sadistic, but I'm a mystic. Just in case you missed it, pay attention, shut up and listen. I believe in God's high and mighty godly existence. Ayo, 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 ayo. Tryna get my money right, just listen to my songs. I'm gonna be a movie star on your radio. Ayo, 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 ayo. I'm tryna get my shot, I'm aiming for the stars. Sleeping on me now I won't know just who you are. Sleeping in the building. We have, a sad day today, a sad day for this week. The last 2 days have been terrible. Yesterday I woke up to the news that Takeoff was shot and killed. a member of the Migos. And why that's such a problem for me is because I'm a big fan of the Migos, and what they've done for hip hop itself. You know, and I just missing one critical piece of that group changes everything. Mind you, when they are already going through their own problems as it was, it's saddening. So I'm going to, go through the life of him in the later half of the portion, but just get to know who Takeoff is, what he's about, what he was as a person, and then, go over his life. We're going to go over details. I also have a section of leaked text messages of people that were supposedly on the scene. We're going to get to every part of it that is currently available today. No, the murderer have not been found. But people on the internet have been searching and trying to come up to conclusions. You know how the internet does itself. Trying to figure out what exactly happened. Some superstars are blaming or shaming people taking videos of it, and I have mixed emotions because yes, you do see if you were to look on Twitter, which would show that kind of stuff, you do see crazy, outlandish things. That if you know this guy personally, if that's your family, you got to deal with that, and number one, I might be freezing like a bastard, so let's go ahead and put that out there. I just had to move my video shit the hell down, so I ain't gonna be fucking with it no more. I'm not gonna fuck with this thing, so my shit could be freezing. So I done did a lot of shit just now, and my shit is not moving as to why I can't move forward in the motherfucking show. But I do want to talk about how so many people are dying for no reason. So many artists. Now, my shit's just completely frozen. I mean, I'm still moving and grooving. I still see myself, but my controls, I have no control over this bullshit here. Okay? Nothing is working. My shit is frozen. The volume marker ain't moving. Okay, we're going to have these technical difficulties starting off. And it's a good thing the way I structured this show, we won't have those technical difficulties moving forward. So, let's go over rappers dying for dumb reasons.
XXXTentacion got killed over a Louis bag in 2018. Pop Smoke was killed over a watch and a chain. PNB Rock was also killed over a chain while eating waffles with his girlfriend. And now it's recently been...
Sorry. That sounds terrible. I'm going to try that again. Hopefully it don't sound scriggly and scraggly. If it does, we're going to move on.
XXXTentacion got killed over a Louis bag in 2018.
Yep. We're going to go ahead and move forward and cover this topic here. So, I'm sorry, this show is going completely off the rails. We're going to talk about the life and death of Takeoff. Sorry, not Offset. Sorry, guys. Takeoff. So, number one, this isn't a show that's meant to be comedic in any way. It's to go over the life of this man. And I feel like as a fan, I'm at loss. I feel like I've been grieving over the last few days. Understand, number one, this man was the best rapper on the damn Migos. I don't care what nobody say. We all look forward to hearing this man's voices and ad-libs. You can't tell me that wasn't the reason. Then, apparently, the Migos break up, which is a big deal for Migo fans. They break up, and I guess they break up from fucking Offset. Offset is a grown man trying to live his life. He's out with his family, celebrating with his family. He done made mistakes out in these streets, trying to clean up his act to be a good man. And mind you, these boys still young. They got success and fame. They're on a mainstream level. These boys are young, out here, ready to fight anybody. We've heard of stories of them. I've definitely heard of stories of the Migos. I done seen them turn up, which we're going to cover too. But this man that we lost is a great loss to human society. You know, I had a homie on the internet talking all kinds of crazy shit about, oh, well, that's what niggas get and stupid prizes. See, I feel that, bro. I feel that. But, nah. You will never hear another motherfucking song of his outside of the ones that he already have recorded, which won't be enough to us who are actually fans of his. That's a problem. For me, at least. Sorry, the show is going haywire, number one. Hi, I'm back here. Now that I got all the bullshit out the way, I had to stall, talk all that bullshit. Now, we can move forward. Okay? So who is Takeoff?
This person was a part of one of the most influential rap groups to ever live. But more importantly, he's a brother, a friend, a son. Who is Takeoff? Kirshnick Ball was born on June 18, 1994 in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And unfortunately, at the age of 28 years old, he has just passed away. He was best known as a member of the hip-hop trio Migos, alongside his uncle Quavo and his cousin Offset. The Migos were more than just a group. They are literally family. Takeoff began rapping in 2008. The group initially performed under the stage name Polo Club, but eventually changed their name to Migos. From there, they dropped classics like Versace with Drake, Bad and Bougie with Lil Uzi, Culture 1, Culture 2, and the list goes on. Takeoff was the most quiet one out of the bunch, but after he dropped this project, Infinity Links with Quavo, we were finally seeing him get the shine he deserves. What the Migos have gone on to do will be cemented in history forever, and Takeoff's story and contribution will never be forgotten.
Sorry, guys. We're going to try that again without my motherfucking talking. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out once again without me interrupting and having all these bitch ass technical difficulties, because to my understanding y'all could hear, but I couldn't. My black ass couldn't hear a motherfucking thing. So let's check it out one more time without my black ass interrupted. And I promise, God, I'm keeping a lot of promises that I'm breaking instantaneously. So I'm sorry. Here we go.
This person was a part of one of the most influential rap groups to ever live. But more importantly, he's a brother, a friend, a son. Who is Takeoff? Kirshnick Ball was born on June 18, 1994 in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And unfortunately, at the age of 28 years old, he has just passed away. He was best known as a member of the hip-hop trio Migos, alongside his uncle Quavo and his cousin Offset. The Migos were more than just a group. They are literally family. Takeoff began rapping in 2008. The group initially performed under the stage name Polo Club, but eventually changed their name to Migos. From there, they dropped classics like Versace with Drake, Bad and Bougie with Lil Uzi, Culture 1, Culture 2. Migos have gone on to do will did in history forever, and Takeoff's story and contribution will never be forgotten.
Okay. So now that we get an understanding of who Takeoff is, let's move forward. Takeoff, 1/3 of the Migos. Listen, guys. This is terrible. This show is going terrible. So, Takeoff is an American rapper. He's best known as a member of hip-hop and a trio, Migos, along with his uncle Quavo and the first cousin, once removed, Offset. I guess what they tried to say was his cousin, who no longer is on the Migos, was once removed. Okay? And first cousin, Offset, once removed. As a member of the Migos, Takeoff scored multiple top 10 hits on the billboards, including Motorsports, Stir Fry, Walk It, Talk It, Bad and Bougie, the latter of which peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. He also received 2 Grammy Award nominations. And to be honest, the niggas should have got a goddamn Grammy. These niggas are fucking insane. Honestly, this is the best nigga on the motherfucking group. And didn't get enough shine properly. Like I said, we all are looking for this nigga's voice on the damn track. He's one of the main reasons that keeps the shit going, and how intelligent this guy is, how well spoken he is. It's crazy. Gone way too soon. For what? Supposedly a dice game? Supposedly an argument about basketball? For what? We're going to get into all those details. One, I just have to figure out how to get my shit working on my end. Because to my understanding, the way my system is showing it here, it's showing that y'all can hear perfectly fine. And if you can't hear a motherfucking thing, please let a nigga know. Okay? What I think we need to do is take a pause. Okay? But that's completely unprofessional. Okay? That's completely unfathomable. Because I got to get the rest through this show. And here's the deal. We having technical difficulties, as we do every show. Why the hell we still have these raggedy ass problems? I don't know. But we should be well equipped by now. It's just that this bitch ass computer decided to act like a whole ass trick ass batch from time to time. And I think it's my computer as a whole, to be honest. Because I didn't connect these bitch ass AirPods. They're not working worth a damn. What the hell? What's going on here? There we go. Can I hear something good? Tell me something good, baby. Tell me, baby. All right, so let me see if I can hear this clip. And if not, I'm going to be pissed off, okay? So let's go into showing... Well, this isn't a clip, actually. This is his last post that he did. Takeoff was killed on the 1st of November, early that morning. I'm going to go ahead and explain what happened based on TMZ reports. So, Takeoff, 1/3 of the Migos, is dead after an early morning shooting in Houston. TMZ Hip Hop has confirmed. Law enforcement sources and multiple witnesses tell us that the fatal incident went down shortly after 2:30 a.m. That's when cops got the call from a man shot at a bowling alley called 810 or some shit. 810, I don't know. Billiards and Bowling, Houston. We're told Takeoff and Quavo were there playing dice when an altercation broke out. That's when someone opened fire, shooting Takeoff either in the head or near his head. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, in this right here, viewers' discretion is advised. In the red shirt, that is Quavo over the body of Takeoff. And I'm going to actually show a bit of the pictures that was taken from the actual live video. I do not have the live video because that would break guideline rules. So I'm just going to show, I guess, the picture of this man laying on the ground so that you get a gist of how bad this shit is. This man is dead. And in the heat of a moment, all you do is try to grab him and pick him up. But you can't. That's just in that reaction. Then they like, hey, no. Put him down. Put him back on the ground, which is what you see them attempting to do. This is literally right after he got shot. It's terrible, guys. It's terrible. TMZ has obtained footage from the scene, and you can see Quavo in an orange shirt and others gathering around Takeoff. At first, they tried to move him, but then they put him back down. Quavo yelled for someone to get help. Police tell us 2 other people were shot and taken to the hospital in private vehicles. We don't know their conditions, but Quavo was not injured. Just a couple of hours before Takeoff posted a picture of himself. You know? Takeoff has posted a picture of himself lighting up at the bowling alley. Quavo had posted a video several hours early as he drove around Houston with Jas Prince. Now, some people was like, oh, Jas Prince is responsible. Jas Prince, we're going to cover that too. who was celebrating his birthday. We're told Jas was not with Quavo and Takeoff when the shooting happened. That's what we're told. But according to video footage, we might have something disputing that here. Okay? So let's go into how, number one, how Takeoff got his name.
Reason why his name Takeoff, because he used to do everything in one take. Movie maker, you had to like record one pass. Anybody mess up on one ad lib or anything, we had to start it all the way over. And that's how Takeoff got one take, because he'll do his whole verse and not mess up, and we'll mess up and have to start him over.
Which I, as a musician, y'all hear my music on the way in, that shit's hard. That shit's hard. So, you know, that's pretty a unique and amazing thing, talented thing that he's able to do. Now, let's check the news sources that broke about Takeoff's death and murder. Also, I am using these under fair use. Let's just be aware of that.
We're back now with an update on that breaking news from Houston, Texas. A representative has just confirmed Migos rapper Takeoff is dead after a shooting. It happened at a party around 2:35 a.m. local time there in Houston. Police say 2 others were injured. Police say Quavo, who is another Migos member, was also at that party. We're going to continue following this story and bring you more information as soon as it becomes available.
Jesus Christ, guys. It's sad. This whole situation is sad and terrible. And I, as a fan, feel like I'm deprived from, you know, ever seeing their greatness again. They came together as a group in 2008 in Georgia and became multi-platinum hit makers, dropping their first major hit, Versace, in 2013. They would hit #1 on the Billboard in 2016 with Bad and Bougie. Most recently, Quavo and Takeoff had released a project duo, Nephew and Phew. They had just released their latest music video, Messy, on Monday. Takeoff was only 28 years old. I'm going to be 27 in December. So that, you get what I'm saying. If I knew him personally, I would be going through my own death, the possibility of me dying. And it's terrible. For what? For what? Let's also go into what happened to Takeoff.
Youngest Migos member Takeoff died early this morning as per TMZ reports. The Georgia rapper was widely loved for his additions to the multi-platinum hitmakers songs alongside other rappers Offset and Quavo. The fatal incident reportedly took place at a Houston bowling alley around 2:30 in the morning, in which the 28-year-old was after partaking in a game of dice with Quavo. While Quavo was unharmed and the additional people on the premises were taken to a hospital, Takeoff was pronounced dead at the scene. Social media has since flooded in with love and tributes for the late rapper's sudden passing. Takeoff was born in 1994 in Lawrenceville. He started rapping with his uncle Quavo and his cousin Offset under the collective name Polo Club in 2008. The group's debut mixtape Jug Season as Migos came about in 2011. In 2013, they scored their first mainstream hit through Versace, most notable for popularizing their signature triple flow of rapid-fire tempo blended with modern rap. As a soloist, Takeoff dropped one album, The Last Rocket, in 2018, debuting at #4 in the US, and a duo project last month with Quavo called Unc Phew.
Which is pretty much what we just covered. So, let's also see what CNN posted about Takeoff's death. Takeoff death. I said Takeoff. Fuck.
We sliding through the town, man. We sliding through the town.
Now we get down.
Got the birthday boy with me.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, we on the 5th.
That was what took place right before the shooting. If you look in a video, there's a gun right on the seat. Remember that. Because some details that we're going to cover in this show is going to go over that. One more clip of some news situation once again. We're using all of these videos and fair use on Takeoff's death.
Takeoff passes away at 28. Takeoff, one-third of Migos, has passed away after an early morning shooting in Houston. Law enforcement sources and multiple witnesses told the fatal incident that went down shortly after 2:30 a.m. That's when cops got the call for a man shot at a bowling alley called 810 Billiards in Bowling, Houston. TMZ was told Takeoff and his uncle were there playing dice when an altercation broke out, and that's when someone opened fire. Takeoff either hit in the head or near his head. He was later pronounced deceased at the scene. Police said 2 other people were also shot and were taken to the hospital in private vehicles, but their conditions are unknown. Just a couple of hours before the incident, Takeoff posted a selfie from the bowling alley. But that is all. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Now, the next footage that we're going to come across is actual footage of Quavo arguing right before a scuffle happened, and then shots were fired immediately after, which was all caught on this video. You won't see anybody dropping. I mean, you slightly do, but you don't see any gory details, which would correlate and violate the community guidelines. But you'll have ears on what actually took place, the closest thing that we will have to what took place, which, like I said, some people have shamed those, but this will help the police figure out who the hell killed this man, and we can have justice on this man's life. I'm tired of having multiple rappers getting killed for what? Simple petty stuff? There was a video that was skipping on here, like a salt shaker, about multiple rappers dying. For what? Let's check this out. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself before so that we can clearly hear what's going on. That's also secure. Stevenson standing right next to Takeoff, a boxer. Now, I know Quavo going through a lot right now. I know. But this shit would have been avoided. He's like, you know, come on, bro, let's go. I'm not finna sit here and argue with you. That alone is what caused gunfire to happen. You can't argue with niggas out in these streets. You can't even fight a nigga out in the streets without getting killed. People are so scary nowadays. They, instead of fighting like men, like they did in the old days, brute fists and bones, they're going to use lead, metal, a fucking tool to kill you instead. Last time, I don't care if I didn't like an artist or not. The last thing I want to see is a black man who has success in his life get cut short because of some nonsense. It was a young man named Fred in my community go out to a club, a man trying to disrespect his woman in front of him. He stands up for his woman, as we all know he should. And a man pulls out a gun and shoot this man. Mind you, good guy, always been a class clown, but a good guy as far as in school. Didn't really have much problems, didn't really offend. He was all really about himself. Coolest nigga, honestly, coolest nigga. Making music, then decided to go into the military to support his family, became a family man, grew up. And then life cut like that. Because we got punk ass niggas out here in the streets ready to shoot and kill a nigga at a moment's notice. And here in Georgia, you got governors putting in place laws for any and everybody to carry guns with no permit, no background checks, nothing that could keep you safe. Oh, it's the right to bear arms. But what about these niggas getting killed? Oh yeah, put guns in these crazy niggas' heads, which we all know niggas, black people, struggle when it comes down to mental health more than any other race. Because we do not have the proper tools and knowledge to go out there and seek the help. And our fucking leaders and stars that are growing up and that we're growing up with are getting killed and taken off by being in public. Let's check out, look at this. Quavo, viewers' discretion is advised, reacting, short little clip, of Takeoff's body. Come on, we gotta go. We just seen in the picture above, they're trying to do somebody help, god damn it. That's his fucking nephew. That's also his career. Right there. In an instant. Because he decided, I don't care whatever comes out, we see the footage, right? We heard what happened before the gunshots. There's always a cause and effect. Quavo, I know you're going through something, brother. But you will look at this as a life mistake that cost a life. Instead of walking away and going about your business, testosterone is what ended a life. Man, I'm not finna sit here and talk to you. And that's a normal, regular habit that we have as men. Nigga, I'm not finna sit here and argue with you. Well, come on, what's up? What you want to do? That's when maturity tries to come in, right? Say, you know what? All right, bro, you got it. You got it. Fuck it. You got it. If Quavo had came with that energy, Offset would be alive today. That's what we need to think about in these moments. Okay, so if structural, systemic racism comes in and affects me, how do I? Because I'm aggressive. I have my problems. I ain't with a nigga disrespecting me. So yeah, I'm gonna speak my piece. But when shit get physical, hey bro, you got it. You got it. That's the thing that we need. Diddy just had a scuffle with another motherfucking actor off of Power. You know, he was with it, but he's like, hey, bro, it's love, nigga. It's love, nigga. And that's why some of these rappers are staying alive. The old heads, they had to know, hey, I gotta move and operate with love. I gotta kill these niggas with kindness. I can't just be brute force all the time. Fighting fire with fire only blows shit up even more. So, we see that footage, right? TMZ posted it. We all are understanding of what happened, what we heard there. Let's see what a bartender who was there had to say about it.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
What's up, Ashley?
Hey, Storm. I just want to say something really quick, and I'm gonna try not to give out my identity. We were all there when all this happened. I just left from HPD. First of all, in order to be around Jas Prince, you have to be searched. None of us had guns, but Jas people had guns. Okay. All of this was over a dice game. This shit started in 5th Ward around 9:30, 10 last night. So this had nothing to do with no damn dice game, with no money situation or anything like that. And the only reason why I'm not going to great details because I live in Houston and the Prince family know me. But all of this shit that they're saying about, oh, well, this was a sacrifice. No, this was an argument between two camps, and it wasn't even between two camps because Takeoff and Quavo was basically trying to be the mediator between the people who were arguing.
Oh, shit.
And so everybody's saying, oh, well, this is Quavo's fault. Quavo had nothing to do with the shit y'all talking about, bro. Y'all was not there when this happened. It had nothing to do with that. So all these 30-second videos that they're seeing, this and that, everybody's saying, well, he didn't act the way how he acted whenever Takeoff got shot. Did they tell you he passed the fuck out? Did they tell you we had to help him to the fucking car? Did they tell you that? Like, nobody is really talking about the real that's going on. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll leave it at that. The only people who had firearms that night was the camp who protect Jas. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you, Ashley.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Hey, Storm Monroe. Thank you for that clip. I know you didn't give me permission to use that, so you got it all right, brother. Hopefully you don't strike me down to hell, okay? There's another brother trying to make it out here, but make sure y'all check out that man's channel. There was no way. I would love to use that as free use, but if that doesn't correlate with the free usage, brother, you got all rights. I'm not finna make no money off this damn live stream. So with that being said, interesting. Here's a couple problems though with what she's saying. What she says adds to it, but she kind of takes, the little clips. The little clips is what the police officers would use because that is the closest thing that we have to audio and video. We want justice for this man's murder. And here's the problem. Oh, it's hush hush. It's 40 people that was there, and we don't know who the hell the killers were still? She just said the only people that were allowed guns was Jas and his crew. We just seen it in a clip earlier with Quavo on his live, sitting right next to Jas with a gun sitting right there. Another person that was there said this. Now I'm going to go back to this. I really hate to do this, but you need to know what happened here. We need to be aware of what happened here. So a person who supposedly was there, I'm going to read the text messages. Text messages leaked that this is what it says. So Quavo was shooting dice and he was getting his pockets broke off so bad he had an attitude and tried to get aggressive with the wrong mob ties nigga. Not gonna drop names. And dude got on his ass. Then somebody was jumped up. Nigga can't type worth a damn. And that's when everybody bunched up. Then shots just started ringing. But they were coming from somebody Migos was with. But he was... Okay, I can't read words of damn. God damn! All right, let me take this video off so I don't... This photo off so I don't get taken the fuck out of here. Okay? I'm going to continue reading. But... So, Migos was with, but was shooting wild and hit Takeoff. Okay, Migos was with, but was shooting wild and hit Takeoff on accident. And the other nigga started shooting back, and I think he got hit again. But unfortunately, his own nigga killed him, because when he got hit the first time, I seen his body drop. Quavo was plexed up over some small shit, and it really wasn't worth it. Takeoff was the coolest, quietest nigga in the room the whole time. He wasn't saying a word, just chilling in the cut. He didn't even know what was going on. He was just jumped and got shot out of nowhere. Houston for sure about to be no-fly zone because mob's supposed to be protecting these artists. Now, it sounded like the nigga said that Takeoff started shooting recklessly back at these niggas and Quavo started shooting back at these niggas and clipped Takeoff in the back of the head. because they said he fell forward. Which would be fucking devastating. Not only, maybe it was one of the guys that was with the Migos that was shooting back and accidentally hit Takeoff. Takeoff is standing right next to Shakur Stevenson, a world champion. Well, I guess not anymore because he got stripped based on he losing it on the scale. But this could have been made way more catastrophic than we all can fathom. For what? For fists being thrown? For being punched in the face? Because you too bitch enough to take that? You too scary to fight back? And that's the thing the Migos are known for. Hell, XXXTentacion done talked about getting his ass whooped by the Migos. How they done caught this nigga and jumped his ass before he'd end up dying. It's crazy. This is another situation where I'm going to use this clip. I'm not going to be able to use it in fair use. But, brother, once again, I ain't making no money off of it. Shout out to you and your channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to these niggas. Link will be in the bio. But listen to what this nigga got to say. Because it makes sense. Like a motherfucker.
I done already figured this shit out, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, bang that notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. So, basically, nigga, you let your pride, Quavo, that's what happened, dog. You let your pride get the best of you, nigga, and you took off. But how the fuck did you take off? Yeah, nigga, it's all coming together. That's why the nigga Jas Prince or the nigga Jas, whichever one, when Takeoff was laying on the ground, he just kept it strolling. He kept it pushing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he like, how dumb can you niggas be? Especially you, Quavo. You know what I'm saying? I know you feeling bad, this, that, and the third, because that's the 2020 is hindsight, nigga. You know what I mean? You probably like, damn, why the fuck I do that dumbass shit? You know what I'm saying? But the thing I'm saying is, y'all better be hoping that for real, not to incriminate nobody, but them things came the other way. But they saying the man got hit in the back of the head because he fell face down. So the trajectory of the bullet, nigga, you know that junk. Okay then. So, I don't know. You know, but that shit deep, dog. That shit deep. How the fuck them niggas supposed to been holding you down? I mean, they was holding you down, nigga. That was your protection. That was your muscle while you was out there. And you take off on one of them niggas. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? How you gonna flip the script on a nigga that they looking out for you? That's why that nigga kept it moving when Takeoff was laying. It makes sense. But, man, yo, this shit is dumb as fuck, man. Y'all got Boosie on the joint like he don't even want to rap no more. Too much stupid, goofy ass shit be going on, man. But anyway, man, I'm out, man.
We just seen Quavo with Jas Prince, whoever the fuck, with a gun on this. We just saw that in the beginning of the stream. That was Quavo's and the Quavo and Takeoff protection in Houston. Because a big question that I kept having trouble to fathom is, one, you out of your hood. I'm driving through the city of fucking Atlanta, blasting these niggas' music, just thinking, what, bro? I would understand if you out there like that in your hood, bro. You in Houston. But his protection was Jas Prince. He supposedly get into some kind of argument with Jas, one of Jas' people. And what I didn't put it in the show or have a clip for it. But the big thing that was popping off Twitter was a nigga that Quavo rode with to that event ended up walking off when Quavo went to go to Takeoff's body. Didn't help or nothing, got the fuck out of there. Allegedly, what we've seen as far as Quavo arguing right before the shots went off was one of Jas's men. So you get into it with the nigga that's supposed to be your protection in Houston. Which ain't the greatest idea because, nigga, you guys aren't in your hood. From what a bartender said, they were the mediator of two different problems. So if you're trying to bring both parties down as far as Jas and whoever the hell else these other people are that you're being a mediator for, why put your testosterone in it? This will be Quavo's biggest mistake. People, oh, it's not Quavo's fault. We heard the clip. Nigga, I'm not finna sit here and argue with you. What you want to, like, what's up? What's up, bro? We heard the clip. That alone, right immediately after, an aggression happens. Somebody strikes somebody, it gets into that physical situation, and not even seconds later, shots are ringing. Bodies are dropping. 2 other people done got shot. Because, nigga, I'm not finna sit here and argue with you no more. I ain't got time for this shit. What you want to do, nigga? The police need to be looking at Jas Prince. The police need to be talking to Quavo. If the nigga got shot in the back of the head, who's to say it was Takeoff or one of their people? That would be terrible. So, if it's Jas and Quavo, and I guarantee you Quavo is not going to protect Jas over his own blood. I can guarantee you that. He's not going to do that. He's going to go and stand up for his family. But would he sell out one of his own niggas that is in that family? It could have been Quavo blasting that damn gun, which would be way more traumatic. But why everything is hush-hush, based on the circumstances, was it friendly fire? And if it was friendly fire, the chances of them giving that nigga up, who's within that family, is slim. Which then we have another black star that our kids look up to, hell, I look up to, dead at a young age with no explanation or justice defying that. Yet we got young boys out here getting killed on a regular, and we screaming for justice for them, while our stars are getting killed with no justice along with that. Y'all remember my Willie Lynch theory that I talked about in my slavery show? Y'all should check that out if you haven't. We are programmed to kill each other. Same reason why the goddamn governor of Georgia decided to let guns be gone all out in the streets with no damn permit. No legal system. That was a clear sign to niggas, kill yourself. Go right at it. And we'll lock you niggers up in the process or not. But hey, carnage your own black skin. And us as black people fall for this shit every time. Oh, I got my freedom. I need to protect myself. You do, but you also have to understand the mental stigma that comes with the gun. The responsibility that comes with the gun. In most cases, nigga will get a gun off the streets after it potentially killing another nigga. The legality when it comes down to firearms is not in the place of the black community. It's all a setup, people, and we fall for it. Something as simple as having a fight that I watch on the regular every Saturday professionally. Something as natural as that. You see animals fighting, showing each other who's more manlier than the other. That determines who's the hierarchy. That's in nature. Something just like that because of a tool somebody has, because they too bitch to handle things like a man should. And we already know this. Nigga, y'all make music about this shit. We see this on a regular basis. If you're that big, if you're that mainstream, you have a responsibility to live. When you become a star, you have a responsibility to live responsibly. It's cool to be on drugs and be doing all this other shit, but you have a responsibility. Because if you live reckless, you get your ass killed, our kids is looking up, okay, so that's the thing to do. That's the thing to act the motherfucking fool and go get my ass killed when not being safe. Achieve my dreams and then go out and get my ass killed. Move in a way that I could get killed. Hey, it's lynching season out here. Niggas are getting killed on the regular basis. That means you got to do whatever the fuck you got to do to protect yourself. Now let's go on Gillie on the matter.
Why every time something happened to a rapper or an athlete or an entertainer or anybody of color, the first thing you niggas do is pull your fucking phones out and start recording and post that shit on the internet, man? You niggas is clowns for that shit, man. Y'all niggas is clowns for that shit, man. The last image a motherfucker wanna see is they peoples laying on the ground bleeding the fuck out, man. Niggas be having mamas, kids, grandmamas, uncles, aunties. That's some dumb shit, man. But the first thing y'all niggas do is pull your phone out. Ooh, look at such and such. Man, that shit ain't cool, man. For real, man. You niggas, that nigga just lost his life, and you niggas is trying to get likes. Tell me how that shit add up, man. You niggas, and all you blog sites, y'all niggas is out of pocket, man. Y'all niggas be trying to get clickbait. You niggas is suckers, man. That man laying on the ground, he bleeding out, and niggas recording it and posting that shit on the internet, man. Y'all niggas is clowns for that shit. I'm telling you, man, this the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It just be us. I be hating niggas, man.
Hold up.
Shout out to fucking Takeoff, man. Rest in peace, man. Shout out to his family, man. We send out condolences to y'all from $1 million.
I'm gonna try this again,
man. Shout out to QC. Shout out to P. Shout out to Coach.
Give me just
Migos, everybody, man. Hold y'all head, man. But y'all niggas gotta stop that shit, man.
Y'all looking at the screen like, what the fuck? That's my fault.
Rest in peace, man.
So let me try this again, so that you guys can hear this clip properly, because what he's saying has some reverence. Now, mind you, if you hear some banging, that is my son upstairs in his room, and I'm really contemplating cutting this damn live stream a little short, because I have to cover the life, which we're actually getting to very shortly, to cover the life of Takeoff. That's what's necessary. Okay, so my black ass just couldn't hear it. Y'all could hear it. My black ass couldn't hear it. Gotcha. Well, I'm sorry for ruining it for you guys. Let me try to sorry for interrupting. I just realized it was me that couldn't hear it. Y'all could hear it fine. So I just fucked up everything. And with that being said, I'm going to move on from the Gillie situation, because he has some reverence there, right? I don't want to put y'all through listening to that whole situation again. But I agree, but I don't agree. Because that tool would be used to help police officers find out what the hell going on. We just came, what I covered in this show about Jas Prince and all this other bullshit, about the details of what happened. We got a clear picture and representation of what took place that night. Let's see what Desiigner has to say as far as his reaction to Takeoff's death.
Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we do it? Here to me, it's done. This version of me is done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. I took Takeoff, bro. It's done. Y'all wanted it, it's over. 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 Y'all killed Takeoff. Why the f*** my brother, bro? I can't hold the T, I can't call Quay, I can't call Offset. I can't call none of these niggas. Yo, the round. Yo, Rel.
This shit's so sad, nigga. It's open season on rappers. Open season. If you hang out with a rapper, you are at risk to being killed. Duke the Jeweler. That's why people, oh, this is similar to the situation. The only difference is Duke the Jeweler was at a live concert that was public. And this was a private event. So if this was a private party, that means that all them 40 motherfuckers should be in police custody and police interrogating the shit out of them. The police should be searching the internet to figure out what the hell happened. Because we already see what the fuck happened. Niggas can't even speak on it because they live in Houston and could potentially get whacked. There's some reference to people saying, hey, Jas Prince people are responsible. Maybe not for actually pulling the trigger, because that could put Takeoff, that could put Takeoff, that could put Quavo at odds. Was he the one that was firing back at them? Who fired back at Jas Prince's people? Because if the autopsy does show that he was shot in the back of his head, that is a case of friendly fire, which would only cruddy up the situation and make it even more devastating. And all Quavo had to do was put his pride aside and walk away. And we would still potentially have a reuniting sense of the Migos. Because we're going to, and speaking of the Migos reuniting, let's see what they say on themselves reuniting.
They can't fuck with us. I want to see what they bring.
Name who y'all think could versus with us, but not.
Or someone you would have fun going up against.
You can't do OGs. You can't do OGs. We not.
Right.
You want it to be
no OGs.
And we can't do a Migos reunion just for one versus. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm asking.
Huh?
Nah, not for one versus.
If the check right.
Okay, if the check right.
So, based on Takeoff's own mouth, words that came out of his mouth, if that check is right, which means it's potential, could they have, broken apart, which we'll cover very shortly? Could they have broken apart because of money situations? They already mentioned loyalty. But before we go into that portion, let's check out what Takeoff has to say about his own potential death.
Appreciate it. I feel like not like, of course you were shining before, but I feel like you was dancing on this one. Yeah. I felt like you was just crazy. I felt like it was like it was always your time. It was your time to prove it. Is that something you had in your mind when you was going in recording?
Oh, for sure. Okay. You know what I mean? Enough is enough. Mm-hmm. I'm chill, I'm saying, laid back, but it's time to pop it, you know what I mean? I mean, time to give me my flowers, you know what I mean? I don't want them later on when I ain't here.
God damn it.
You know what I mean? I want them right now, so.
Give me flowers.
That shit's sad as fuck, bro. That shit's sad as fuck, bro. Little that he knew his life was going to end shortly after that. But that's sad as fuck. So, let's move forward into there not potentially being no more Migos. So let's see what Quavo has to say about that. Before, this traumatic tragedy happened.
Right. Speaking of just family, will there be more Migos? Will there be a culture for? Like, what kind of space? Where is that space? Do you think there'll be a culture for, or more music was said, or what kind of, like, where are y'all at with that space right now?
I just feel like we want to see our career as a duo, you know what I'm saying? Because, we just came from a loyal family, you know what I'm saying? Shit that's supposed to stick together. And, sometimes when shit don't work out, it ain't meant to be, so
Family gonna be family though. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it be.
Yeah,
family gonna be family. That's just how it be. In the beginning, you can't even think clear or speak on shit like that.
Always.
You know, I ain't trying to answer them that question.
Yeah,
I get family gonna be family. It's just how it be. You be more hurt whenever it is. And it could be the simplest shit.
You know, we don't know all answers, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? God know. And we ask, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
God knows, though, for sure. That's what's so sad about all this shit, bro. They're at fault. They're at odds with Offset. They wanted to be a duo. Quavo is with his own fucking nephew. Offset is they damn cousin. They're having family feuds within each other to where they decided to part ways, which sucks to us fans. With the addition of now Takeoff being murdered. Will we ever see them together again? Things were a lot different when Takeoff was alive. I mean, it's only a day removed, but shit was a lot different. I'm sure that's going through their minds right now. Damn, I wish we were all together. Damn, I wish when this shit worked out. Let's see what Quavo has to say about them ever getting together, or, you know, let's see what his response is.
You know, a lot of people concerned the band's breaking up, right? Anything you can say?
No.
That let us know right there it was over with. The death of Takeoff ensured it. I'm sure these are now blatant wounds between Quavo and Offset that need to be healed. And maybe this is that moment for that to happen. Let's see how Takeoff mentally was when it came down to his religion.
Feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? God know. And we ask, you know what I'm saying? We pray a lot, you know. And we tell him, you know what I'm saying, whatever. If it's, you know what I'm saying, post, you know what I'm saying, whatever ain't right, and however you supposed to see it fit, like you put it back together, or however you do it, like we, you know what I'm saying, we pray so all the time and tell. But, you know, we always family now. Ain't nothing gonna change.
Only time could tell whether they get back together or not. This is something that they wanted, but technically they had to focus on being a duo at this specific moment. And that album is hard. That album is hard. Let's go in the more enjoyable moments of Takeoff's life and with the Migos. Let's laugh a little bit.
Weed smokers. Who is the most powerful weed smoker among the three of you?
We don't smoke weed.
It's funny right there. That's the funniest thing you got.
Sorry for that technical difficulties. We tend to have that in these live streams. Let's also move on to Takeoff on the morning hustle.
Crazy.
Go swim at Lake Lanier?
Oh, no.
I'm not even a crazy type. You hear me? Like, you know what I mean?
You just want to play it safe.
Yeah, I got to play it safe. You know what I mean? But let me see something.
Boy, I don't like roller coaster heights. For real? None of that?
Do none of that. No. Like, chill, boy. Who told you to say something about that? You hear me?
So, like, you never been on a roller coaster?
I've been on a roller coaster now. I ain't
and
got
you was screaming?
Nah.
This nigga been playing it safe. And that touches me personally because I live my life on being safe. I don't like going out to the clubs and going out to the city and all this shit on a regular basis because I'm the responsible one. It's a lot of mental stress on me about safety for everyone. I don't drink like that, so of course I'm the DD. The police get involved, of course my motherfucking ass finna be talking to the police. Hi, police officer. How are you doing? That's me. Playing it safe. So my life, I've strayed away from things and people that could potentially get me in danger. Kind of outcast myself. Started a family, you know. Even furthermore focusing on safety. And even a man who won't even ride a roller coaster because he's in fear of his safety. Quiet, reserved to himself. Down to earth ass nigga. Not trying to be problematic. Even that nigga got clipped and killed. For what? That makes me feel like, hey, this shit is all for nothing. Because I could get taken out like that. They say, oh, he got killed by a stray bullet. Which would be damning for those who were with Quavo. Damning. Because if the ops are shooting at him because they gotta have conflict, that ain't a stray bullet. A stray bullet is to insinuate that that wasn't the intended target. And if you shoot at a group of motherfuckers because they're standing with this person, they are all targets, regardless of who it is. So that's the reports today. Oh, he got hit by a stray bullet. We could see potentially Quavo or somebody with them going to jail for accidentally killing this man. For what? For what? We just covered both sides of the story as far as someone who's seen it, leaked text messages that went out. We also got it covered from the goddamn bartender that was there. Let's see Takeoff and Quavo just living their life, enjoying themselves.
Rich niggas in the business. Out here having his way. We rich fellas. Way out here having his way. And look at the me go out. Take.
Shoving that shit in their face. Then they go put that boy right in display. They know that don't happen my way. Why? I was 17 on the song with Dre. Dropping. Get up. Cause niggas get face. Move. Going to have what's going on 3. But fuck it cause it's worth the wait. Got to be.
Being superstars. Enjoying themselves. And I'm sure that was in the city. Got to be in Atlanta. Got to be in Atlanta. Look at a funny moment of Quavo having to remind Takeoff of when he was born.
Pair of 94 Chicago ones, but like 3 pair of 85s. What made you decide to go back and source those?
You know you miss a drop, you got to pick up some. You know what I mean? I had them back then, but I lost them, so.
85s though, like it's just different.
I missed the drop, you know what I'm saying?
How you missed the 85 drop?
I wasn't there yet, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even born yet, you know what I mean? I missed it. If I was there, I would have got them, you know what I mean? But nah, just like I said, the age on them too, they just, a shoe from 85, you can still wear them. Like, they just like, still wearable, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Speed them, you can just, they look so good, I like them.
The nigga was genuinely funny. Genuinely a character. Gone just like that. Look at Quavo and Takeoff enjoying themselves once again, just on a regular day.
Okay, what the trip is? I did rig head to toe from the top to the floor. You know what I mean? All the way from the... How it go. Take what you got on today, man. What you got on? What you got on, man? Give it to me. Give it to me now. Yeah, big BB. Yeah, Balenciaga. Balenciaga done, dog. What I miss on your feet? What I miss on your feet, boy? Oh my God. That's detail. That's detail. I know everything. It's not helping my gear over here.
And the thing is, these gloves, I'm not feeling. Those gloves, I was not feeling at all. But that tells you this nigga got his own style. He's his own person. That's why we love certain people. That's what made this man so special. He was different. They created their own goddamn type of rap. 3 monotone type of... Bro, they changed history when it came down to the rap game. They added a new element, a new flair to the rap game that wasn't there. Offset! Oh! Yo! Oh! Adlibs and all that shit. Which we're going to cover very shortly. One important component that didn't get enough shine out of the group, that whole damn group collapsed. And you can't tell me niggas watching this shit, all y'all niggas love the Migos. All y'all niggas love the Migos. Let's take a look at one of my favorite interviewers. Not word. Not word. Hi, that goofy ass nigga.
You're eating chicken, right?
Mm-hmm. Smashing on chicken. Good.
Where was that chicken from? Was that mom's chicken?
Yeah, that was mama chicken.
What was that tasting like, that chicken? I was getting really hungry looking at that.
That was finger licking chicken.
Nah, for real, that was great. A great chicken, straight out the pot.
Chicken so good, make you want to slap your mama.
You know, sometimes.
Looking at, boy, you don't get your goddamn. that nigga, Offset looking like goddamn a Coolio, goddamn. What the hell going on here? Let's check out the Migos on dating.
And moving right, in that aspect too, Offset, we know you're good and married, but for Takeoff and Quavo, how do you know a woman loves you for you? Like, how do you even date now, not knowing what people's intentions are?
I don't. It's so hard.
What you see?
You gotta be scared to death. That's what I asked him. That's why I asked him on the new album, what you see. I want to know what they see in me. I really know what they see, because
about 100 million.
I feel like they see it and saying everybody else. So I'm trying to see what y'all see.
So how do you date? Like, what do you do? DMs? Is it people you know? Is it somebody hook me up?
I ain't got no tea now. You trying to get some tea?
No, you ain't gotta name names, but I'm just saying, like,
let's just cut right here for some tea. The
nigga was a character, and I would have loved to see more of individually these people, especially with them turning into a duo, with Takeoff getting more shine. Please check out their damn album, Infinity Links. Please check out their new album. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard. I'm gonna be bumping that shit for a while. And it's sad that I didn't even know about it until this happened. I didn't even hear about it. Didn't even get the proper promotion. Which goes to show the Migos together were stronger together than apart. Let's check out Takeoff's most famous things that he does. His Eddies.
Mom do respect us, period. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just bought her a house.
Shout out to Mom. You did.
Desiigner.
Mama.
How'd that feel to buy your mom's a house, man?
Feel good. Accomplishments.
But you guys support each other. Like Takeoff, you have the album coming, the mixtape with Yachty. Is it an album or a mixtape?
Just wait on it.
You know what I'm saying? Our age and our time, I feel like he got to be the best.
But Takeoff be rapping. He even confused Nicki Minaj because Nicki said she didn't realize you was rapping about her on Motorsport.
Cap.
Now with the album out, are you paying attention to what people are saying about it? Like, are y'all looking with Culture 2 trending and everything? Are you looking at what people are saying?
I'm gonna miss that about them. I'm gonna also love their musical brilliance. I labeled this clip Quavo and Takeoff being dope, because the clip is just dope as shit. I don't give a damn if I get a copyright. God bless. God bless. I'm putting it at risk for this shit, because I fuck with these guys. And now my nigga gone, bro. Like that shit's devastating to me. As a fan, that shit's devastating. Let's take a look at them being dope, bro.
Keep looking like a movie,
DJ Tate,
Yeah, hey, that's just hard, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. God damn, bro, this is traumatic, bro. This shit traumatic. Let's check out Takeoff's last freestyle for the last ride of this life portion of the show.
Don't want to get popped, don't open your top, you better move militant. They talking about COVID when I heard the news, I started sipping the remedy. If I got an op and you say you my brother, then it better be your enemy. I'm taking them back to the band, no way back when the nigga was breaking the interim. Stay with the truth like a...
Woo! I'm gonna miss that voice. I'm gonna miss that presence. When it comes down to the music that they make in the future, I'm sad, bro. It's terrible loss. Terrible loss. But the problem, once again, as to what could have been solved, is that the Migos was about the shit. They were about it. Like this instance.
I feel like this like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah.
All right, we got to wrap this up, though.
My bad. I be trying to jump.
Wrap it up then. Close it.
Hey, listen, man. I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
What you trying to do?
Wait. No. Wait.
Where's their security guard? Where's their security guard?
Chill.
Now, what happened in that situation is that they had a problem with Joe Budden. They was like, oh yeah, he act like he didn't really want to interview us from the jump. You know, he not really saying shit. Nigga being smart and shit. Then, you know, nigga like, hey, let's wrap it up. Then you got dumbass academics fucking around with the nigga, trying to talk about he was left off Bad and Bougie. And Takeoff even mentioned, he was like, yo, like, fuck, does it look like I'm off Bad and Bougie? Does it look like? And he kept playing with him. That's why he kept saying it that same way. He's like, since you're trying to be funny, does it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie? Does it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie? They explained it. They basically, Joe Budden ass was acting a certain way, and they was like, shit, what you trying to do then, nigga? Fuck, why you giving us all this energy and shit? We trying to come the fuck up. Why you? I remember when that shit popped off. Joe Budden ass like, hey, nigga, my old ass ain't trying to fuck with y'all young hyenas. I'm good, motherfuckers. Y'all got it. Like I said, I didn't get the clip of XXXTentacion talking about these niggas fucking him up, okay? Beating his ass, trapping his ass, whooping the hell out of him. Okay, they don't fuck around. They also got in beef with Lil Baby. Let's see what Lil Baby got to say about beef with the motherfucking Migos.
Everything that goes on in the blogs, a lot of people on the internet come up with what they want to, especially with the lyrics that like the swap it out comments. Is there any underlying issue between you and the Migos?
Hell no.
Period.
I be want to comment on that type stuff, but I just
yeah,
because
but it's like you gotta create your own narrative.
When I comment on something, it just make it bigger.
Right.
So first of all, I really don't see shit on the internet. Like people send me shit, I be want to comment, but then I be feeling like that's just gonna make it like even more. But they know I ain't got nothing going on with them. Shit like that.
Flat out.
So apparently there was no beef with them, but that's what niggas say when they playing a game. Migos didn't stray away from beef. They didn't stray away from beef. And speaking of beef, they ended up having beef within themselves, which is what we went over. But there was a conversation that was asked and had about whether Quavo and Takeoff needed Offset.
Quavo and Takeoff are releasing their album together. Do you think they'll be successful without Offset?
I don't think they need Offset as long as this isn't permanent.
I feel like out of the three, Offset was probably more commercially accepted.
Sure. I think flat out who had the better album Probably Takeoff.
But his probably didn't receive the publicity, so he needs Quavo, and Quavo needs better music.
And they just have they're more. I think they're more cohesive as the collab album.
And then the story of, oh well, it's still the Migos, but it seems to be without Offset, gives you even more.
Gives
of a
them
push.
the controversy. Oh, they're gonna break up. We gotta listen to see if they throwing shots at each other.
Which they won't, because aside from being in a group together, they're family. The only thing that prevents me from saying all of this definitively is the fact that Offset is suing QC. So
and I suppose QC is the main niggas in charge funding all this bullshit. So that's already conflict as to why, conflict of interest as to why the Migos weren't actively making music together. But now I wonder how things would shape up, because it seems like if Offset is suing QC, that means this probably won't change for a while. That's Offset stepping away, making his, not having his conflict. It's sad. Where will they move now that Takeoff is gone? How will Quavo move now? And he need better music as to why he was working with Takeoff. That's his fucking nephew. Unc Phew. It's sad, bro. I'm sad by this shit. And, yeah. Gun violence gotta stop, y'all. Rappers are quitting because it's targets on their backs. We gotta move smarter. We gotta operate with love, not testosterone. And we gotta do what's best in the end. Killing each other, toting around these guns for our protection is so, but you must have responsibility when using guns. It's the whole community, regardless of what race you are. If you listen to hip-hop music, this is a loss for all of us. Regardless how you see this situation, this is what they get. You reap what you get. Regardless of any of that shit, all the hate in the world, we as humans took a loss because these were brilliant artists. Dismantled by conflict and by gun violence. So, with that being said, we covered the details. There's still some that need to be released, which I'm sure will be released within the coming days, weeks, and months. But prayers to the family. And, yeah. Enjoy these artists while they're here. Give them their flowers while they're here. Because you're going to look up and your favorite artist is gone. That's the end of the show, guys. Didn't mean to go an hour and 22 minutes, but I'm just expecting that's what we do here at the Eazzy Show. Y'all be safe. God bless every last one of you. And love these artists while they're here. Seriously. I'm out. Eric Lloyd, motherfuckers.
I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I had left on earth. I hope my mama never had to put me in the dirt. I'm contemplating getting a couple bitches.